Without further ado, to kick off our heavyweight tournament, in the first match in the semifinals will be Joshua Key versus Abrasely. Two big men looking for that championship. This will be a 10-minute round, submission only, with 3 rounds of EBI rules overtime if necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, now for Rise's first 4-man heavyweight tournament. 10-minute time limit, plus 3 EBI overtimes if needed to determine the winner. For the first of our semifinal matches, to my left, out of Dante Rivera, BJJ, welcome please, Joshua Key. Across the mat, ready for action from Tai Kai, here is Ed Abrasely.
These guys are both professional MMA fighters. Abrasely repping Tai Kai and Team Balance. Joshua Key representing Dante Rivera, BJJ, but he's bounced all around. He's been a pro fighter for over a decade, multiple promotions, competed in grappling super fights. I believe a little bit of a Sambo background, if I'm not mistaken. Abrasely is currently a brown belt in BJJ. He actually competed at Rise 7 in the gi, where he had a nice win by gi choke from the back mount. So now a type on the feet, and Nick, you have to imagine that top position is going to be even more important when it comes to the heavyweights.
Without a doubt. And, you know, when the guy gets stuck on the bottom and you have all that weight, that we have another heavyweight on top of you, just it's really, really important to get that top position, obviously, and then working your way out from underneath that is never fun and never easy.
Abrasely looks to be the naturally bigger competitor here, just by height, build, and Joshua Key has competed at many different weights, but this, I think, is the first time that I've seen him at heavyweight. I know I've seen him fight MMA as low as middleweight, perhaps even lower than that earlier in his career. So I think maybe a size and strength advantage for Ed Abrasely.
Yeah, it seems that way. So far, at least. See if we get a takedown here, getting close to the edge.
Yeah, the referees are going to have a tough time tonight managing the action with this heavyweight tournament. Little shake of the head by Mr. Key. Hopefully one of them can get it to the floor soon for that very reason. But no one has really attempted much of a takedown aside from the occasional snap down. Almost like a Muay Thai clinch, trying to snap the head down. Good for controlling someone's head posture, but not as great for finishing an actual takedown. Key maybe caught a finger to the eye there. I cannot quite tell. He's squinting a little bit. Might have just been from the head-to-head contact.
Yeah. Ooh, ouch.
Oh.
And there's the brick wall we were talking about.
Oh, gosh. I hope he's okay. We have medical personnel on staff ready to attend to anybody that may be injured. And they're doing so immediately. We have EMTs here if necessary, hopefully not. Abrasely had him in a collar tie position, tie plum position, 2 hands behind the head. Little bit of a snap down. Looked like he might have lost his balance and hit his head on the wall. It's a hard wall, as you said, Nick, behind the projection screen, so maybe a little bit of hard contact there. Again, he looks responsive.
I thought initially he hurt his foot there because I saw him stub his foot on the, but it seems like his head smashed the wall there.
Well, you know, it could have been one and then the other. He could have hurt his foot, lost balance.
True warrior. He's getting up to his feet, shakes it off.
looks like he might want to continue, Nick.
Oh, he wants to continue.
Okay, and we're going to continue. There will be no easy advancement on injury. We're going to keep it going. So that's a gamer right there, folks. That's a man who wants to compete. That's a man who wants to win. That's also a pro MMA fighter who...
Oh!
Whew, I had to hold my breath there for a second. He shot for a takedown, almost drove Abrasely off.
The referee's holding his breath.
Yeah, we might need a safety net or something. Key shot in for a nice double leg takedown there, Nick. That was a nice takedown that he went for. Now he's got an underhook. You know, usually you don't think of someone shooting for a takedown like that on a bigger man. And that was sort of just a throw by Abrasely getting Key to the mat. These guys are all over the edges of the mats this entire match. And it is going to be difficult to control. Now a nice 2-on-1.
Hey!
Oh, hey, I like that. It was a great spin out. He did not get the takedown and now ends up belly down under the taller man, at least, probably the bigger man as well overall. He spun out from that 2-on-1 into a takedown, which is a really high-level wrestling transition that you'll see sometimes in freestyle wrestling. Did not work because Abrasely was ready with the sprawl, so credit to him for that. And now he's in a dominant position. We don't have the clock on the screen this very moment, but I know he has at least 5 minutes to work here. There we go, 6 minutes to go. And just working to get under the chin now and putting his weight on Joshua Key. Key is really just staying belly down.
Yes.
Now transitioning to the arm bar. Interesting choice.
I sat right back into the leg lock. There might be.
Oh, they're going to exchange heel hooks here. It's an interesting tactic, Nick. I would think they want to maintain top position. Heel hook possibly. Little flexibility shown there by Key.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now they're going to stop them here, restart them in the center of the mat. Just a little bit over half the time to go. Interesting scrambles, Nick. I did not think the heavyweights were going to be dropping back from top position, going for leg locks.
No, I know. It's amazing. It's so cool to see that. You see a little post up there on his face.
Why not?
Why not is right. Going for a little old Americana to the straight arm lock. Little wrist action.
Mm-hmm. Heavyweight special.
Heavyweight special. And as MMA fighters, you see they're a little bit more content with keeping that side control instead of going all the way to the mount. Although, you know, when they get into that mount, you know.
Look at this. They're driving that
make
knee
it rain there.
Driving that knee across to pin the arm down.
Looking for a wrist lock on him straight up there.
Ooh, that was looking rough. He had a crucifix position there. He put a lot of effort going into that wrist lock or Americana, whatever it was, and it created enough space where he was able to escape, but now he's stuck belly down once again.
It's probably the worst position that you could be in right here.
Maybe a body triangle. He's got the arm trapped. Okay.
It's now hard to choke a man with no neck.
Well, that's a good point.
His chin is down real nice. These guys are so jacked and so big. It's hard to really get
now
your
he's
arms
under there. That's
Unless
a tap.
You got the wrist under. That's
that,
tight.
I thought that was a tap there.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a tap right there.
Okay. So a pretty chaotic match. The guys literally went all over the place. Joshua Key fought tough in more ways than one, but ultimately Galucci was able to get, Ed Abrasely was able to get the dominant position and get the tap. So he will advance to the finals later on tonight to try and become the new heavyweight champion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first of our finalists, a submission winner by way of a rear naked choke out of Taikai, Ed Abrasely. The first of our finalists for Rise's first heavyweight championship.